What's up, everybody? My name is KB. I'm your host. I'm here today with my friend Dylan. Dylan is a guitar player and a composer. He's always got cool hair, and he always looks like an anime character. So today we're going to talk to him about some things, especially music. Hi, Dylan. How are you?
Good, good.
Grab the mic. It's all you. Boom.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Beautiful fall weather we're having.
Dude, it's so true. Virginia, I feel like we just got to pass this mic back and forth. I feel like Virginia is really pretty during the fall. It's my favorite time of year here, especially when everything starts to change and there's the specific scent in the air driving down 29, like near Fairfax Circle. Put your windows down around this time of year and like smell it. I don't know what it is. I want to put it in a bottle so I can take it with me everywhere I go in the world. Dylan, talk to me about your music.
Yeah, so I play a lot of jazz fusion and progressive rock. I released a album last year. It's very good. It's called Mafia's Masquerade. It has 14 different collaborators on it, all from Virginia. I had a bunch of different people on there, 4 or 5 different drummers. I had like harp on there, a few different bassists, and had marimba on there.
Marimba?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
snap, dude.
Yeah, that was Cordius of Justin Pacholides, another giant name around here.
Yes, sir.
Very talented.
That man fixes accordion.
He fixes accordions. He my gosh, he has he plays sitar too, I think.
He does.
And he plays some electric bass. That is mad talented. I love the players on that album. There was also Jimmy Kreutzer on flute
Shout out, Jimmy.
and saxophone
Yes,
and
sir.
keyboard and jeez, this guy plays a bunch of instruments, right?
It's just music, dude.
Jimmy was great on that album. He was phenomenal.
Can I sit next to you?
Yeah,
Is that
man.
weird? Can you scoot to this side and can I sit on that side because you have your guitar on you?
Yeah, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
It makes it more. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Picture perfect.
Not picture perfect, more intimate
Yeah.
in the best ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Boom. Bop. Bada bop. That way we can pass the mic easily.
Absolutely. And I also had my man Pablo Cabrera on drums. Not only did Pablo do drums on a couple tracks on there, he managed most of the audio engineering for it, like recording it, and he just did a phenomenal job doing that.
I feel like Pablo is really underrated for how good he is at a lot of the things that he embarks in his life, honestly.
Absolutely. The amount of talent I had on that album was great. I'm still amazed it took only a year and a half for me to compose
That's how
and
long it
record it and
took?
released it. Yeah.
Dude!
Yeah, just a year and a half.
All that intricacy in a year and a half, bro. That's phenomenal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we listened. Jimmy and I put the album on in the car, and we listened to it, and dude, just the track titles are absolutely magnificent, dude. The way the music itself is great. We're definitely gonna put a link to everything underneath this interview. You have a show coming up. You said on Friday, right?
On Friday at the Black Box in Crescendo Studio. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir. And that is in Falls Church, Annandale, Fairfax, somewhere in between.
Something like that.
It's called Merrifield.
Yeah, then Merrifield, Virginia.
Yes, sir. What time do you guys go on?
We go on at, I think it's 8:40, yeah.
Dude, I'm really excited to be there. I'm definitely going to try my best to get there on earlier just so I can have space for me to maneuver and take some shots for you guys for this episode. I would like to sit down with the rest of the band also and have like a round table meeting with the band and just talk about your music. You know what I mean? With the band for a little bit, like maybe 10 minutes or so, if you're keen. What are you excited about currently musically?
Musically, well, I have been after the I released the album, I was like, okay, that was a lot. So I kind of like took some time to, just like just go around different shows, different bands. There's some fantastic artists around here. There's like there's like Gordon Sterling and the People. Then there's this other band. They're called Miss Moon. They're really cool. They're indie rock slash jazz. I do.
Nice. Miss Moon, dude. Miss Moon and the Bone Shakers, dude. No, Miss Moon.
Do you know them?
I've seen her one time, dude.
Yeah. They have.
She's a queen, dude. She's a diva.
She's a really good vocalist.
She's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
When are you? What, is she gonna be there? You said.
Not on Friday night. I think. Gosh, I want to say I think they have a show. Actually, I don't know when their next show is.
No, dude. That's
But yeah, they play around a bunch. They have a phenomenal bassist. Their keyboardist is like stupid good. They're a great 5-piece. Like, oh my god.
dude. When I saw them, I feel like she was very in charge of the crowd. You know, just like the way she was talking in the mic and the way she does crowd work was definitely inspiring, to say the least. Like, Miss Moon, you're awesome. I can't wait to sit across from you, hopefully one of these days. So Dylan, tell me about growing up in Nova and specifically the Nova music scene.
Well, growing up in Nova was, for me, it was kind of like different. In school, I was like a special ed kid, so I was like very impressionistic, but I was like too stubborn to try to fit in a crowd, so I was like, I got like picked on a bit and like struggled through school, but like after a while, like I took drums up initially when band class started, like in fifth, sixth grade. Yeah, it didn't last very long though, and like I also sang a little bit, like for one or two semesters in junior high.
Right.
And I took guitar up, like
Or choir, or
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, and I took up guitar in like August of 2006.
Dig it.
Actually, August 10th though was the exact date. Like,
Dude, wow.
yeah.
You remember that?
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So so a little backdrop on that. So what part of why I started on that date in particular was, I was just like, I wanted to explore, and it was kind of like summer, and like I just like, so my dad plays guitar and piano.
Okay.
So I just like picked up one of his guitars, and like later that year I got like one of my own at Christmas, and I just played through a couple bands in high school, and
Love it.
Do you
remember your first band name?
more. No, that's not it. A lot of them were kind of on the same. It was Fate Angel. Fate Angel was the first. Then all my high school band names were Fate Angel. Then it was Chaotic Tempest, Spring into Origin, and Moral Sense.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Awesome names. My first high school band was called The Symptom. We thought we were cool.
Yeah. My first song that didn't make it onto guitar and was just lyrics was a song about Fritos. So it was about chips.
What about Fritos made you write a song about Fritos?
I don't know, man.
I dig it. I dig it. That's awesome. That's how you gotta be, dude. Do you think playing music is a chore, or are you having fun, or like why do you play music, Dylan?
I do it because it's like self-soothing and adventurous, and you can be really creative with it. And it's very like when you find like your people, it's very like interactive and like a very like great thing to explore with people and create stuff and release it out to the world.
I agree. I was just making sure that somebody's cutting, I think, tile or something across the street. I'm just trying to make sure that the audio doesn't come in. So you just got to really speak into the mic so I can capture the audio properly and like be able to do this properly. Because like if we get that noise in there, it's this we have to trash this whole take. But we don't have to trash this whole take. So I'm doing my due diligence. Hopefully this is not terrible for the viewer.
You know, but give it to those workers over there. They're putting their work in. Like, bravo.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. Oh, what else? Ask me another question.
Yes, sir. What is your favorite Pokemon? This is a question from Jericho.
Heracross. Heracross.
That's awesome. Which one is Heracross?
It's the goofy looking bug fighting blue beetle Pokemon from Johto from Gen 2. And the second is Totodile.
Okay.
So there's my favorite starter of all time there.
There you go, Jericho. I asked the question. Do you like what anime do you like? What anime did you grow up with?
I guess like as like when I was like a kid, like really young, I was like watching a lot of Pokemon and Jackie Chan adventures.
Dude, that was such a good show. Not a lot of people talk about that show.
Jackie Chan adventures.
Yes.
It's so funny.
I remember that, dude.
And Jade's always getting into trouble, and Jackie's always like, "Bad day, bad day, bad day." And Uncle's like, "Do not." Oh gosh, do not question Uncle. I think it was right. Do not question Uncle. One more thing: magic must defeat magic. That just slaps.
For the goodness of all and for the harm of none, so be it.
I guess like outside of that though, I actually really picked up on a lot more anime after I grew up, and like the best one of all time is this one called Nana.
I have not seen on.
It's super mature.
There's
There's a lot of like it's basically about these two ladies. They just turned like 21. They moved out to Tokyo, and one of them has like a big like band, and the other one just like falls for guys a bunch. She's like a lovesick or something, romantic longing. So it's not for the faint of heart. It gets darker later on, but it's very bright early on. That's a great anime. Good music too, as you'd think. It was very punk, and it's like very. The writer is like has like her own like fashion brand, so it's very fashion inspired as well.
I like that.
Yeah. What else? What else? What else we got here?
Nana. I need to watch Nana. I'll definitely check it out. Oh man, what else were we supposed to talk about today? Music in general. I asked this question to the other participants. Did you choose to play music, or did music choose you to play music?
You know, I think it was like a mixture of things. I wanted to like create stuff and just like express myself. I needed an outlet. But I also wanted to well, before high school, I feel like I was a bit less socially active with people, but it like really got me to go out into my community and form different bonds and groups and stuff. So it's very interactive and very nourishing.
I feel like playing guitar helped me make friends when I didn't speak English. You know, so it was almost like my way of trying to belong to the people around me. To be able to play music truly helped me unlock a lot of friendships in my life that mean the world to me. And I would not have had any of these experiences that I've had in my life have I not picked up the guitar. You know? It literally set me off on this path of adventure, music, laughing like a pirate with people at like 4 a.m. because everybody's still up and you're talking about things that matter in life. That's my favorite thing about the hangs, dude. Like playing music is resonance, right? It resonates with us as beings. And then we feel some sort of, I don't mean to talk for all of us. I'm speaking for myself here. It makes me feel like I don't just belong, my existence means something more than if I had not walked this path up to this point. I started playing guitar when I was 15. I wasn't allowed, 14. I wasn't allowed to play guitar growing up, you know, because music was frowned upon in my household. That is what it is. My mother is, I can't wait to interview my mom because we're going to delve really deeply into a lot of the childhood traumas and things that are involved in a lot of artists' lives because you have to get, no, you don't have to get any, you don't have to do anything. The sequence of events that happens usually start with something that needs to be expressed. And then sometimes resonance through frequency, which is sonic space of this realm, speaks how you feel better than your words could ever portray. And then you're in this high wraith of trying to find where you belong in the universe when you are actually the universe and you need to stop trying to belong and you're just being. And then someone named Habin, trombone player, said that you just be music. You're not playing music. You're being. So at the end of the day, for me, music, I feel like, is a declaration of being. You know? Can you tell me what you feel about my sentence just or paragraph, whatever I just said?
Yeah, so there's a lot of like statements there. What I'd say is like it's kind of a blending of the personality and the soul and just what environments you've absorbed through. I kind of think of life as kind of a mixture of.
Talk closer into the mic.
How about now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think of life as kind of a mixture of like consumption and creation, and there's like always that balance, right? Like, and this kind of like in kind of like the present age, there's like a lot of consumption going on. So creation like is like a great way to balance out and give back as well. So that goes into a lot of like the resonance you were talking about, I think.
I was just going to say that springing into action because you can create is truly like the answer for a lot of creators. You know what I mean? Because a lot of me personally, I'm really terrible with this because I've talked about so many things, grand ideas that I wanted to do. And instead of actually springing into action in service of doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I would run through means of not facing the truth of the matter of which I'm supposed to actually accomplish these things. That's why I had the idea, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And it comes back to something I was I forget who I was talking to, but they were talking about Jericho, and they were quoting him directly, and I think it was something is not always done, but it's ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you could go for perfection if you want, but it's like if you're going through perfection and not releasing it to the world, it won't be seen. So you have to like present it eventually.
And I feel like you owe that to you, not even the people that are going to listen to your stuff. You owe that to yourself to self-express that way and actually put your stuff, self-express that way and put your stuff out there. But it's so much easier said than done, man, because like a lot of feelings are involved in a project. A lot of humans are involved in a project. You have to do everything as a musician nowadays. You can't just play the guitar and, oh, yeah, like have a cigar. You know what I mean? Like, no. You know, you have to like really be out here. You are the industry. Point blank. You just have to do it. Like the industry is taking money from people and they're giving money to people and they're employing people. You know what I mean? But at the same time, in the age that we live in, you can employ yourself as a musician and do whatever you need to do. You know what I mean? Make your dreams habits, and then they become your reality. And then you wake up in the morning and you're like, fuck, man, I decided to do something. Like, you know, I'd feel so much better if I died and I had done every single thing, or for the most part, acted upon my thoughts as they come to whatever it is, dude. If I have a thought about going to Oregon tomorrow, I'm just going to hop on a bus and go, you know, whatever it is. I just want to do it, dude. Because, like, when I watched my brother get swallowed by Earth, like, I wrote this poem about the human eaters, dude. Like, the man eater is Earth, dude. Like, at the end of the day, like, you're here and you grow up and then you live and you learn and then you go through karmic cycles and then you pay off debt and you pay your dues and you do all the things you're supposed to do and you learn your lessons and then, boom, you die. And at the end of the day, you literally get consumed by this realm of which your body comes from. You know, it's so surreal, dude. Like, it's like, yeah, death and grief. I've read about them for a while, but like, I've lost so many friends in the past, but losing my first music teacher, like Jericho gave me this book called The Music Lesson by Victor Wooten. Upon meeting me, dude, like it didn't take him 2 weeks to give me that book. Like we just met, we jammed, and then he passed me this book to read and it changed my life. I didn't listen to the audiobook. I read the actual book with my internal voice. So it was such a wonderful meditation for someone who was eager to produce music and play, and not even play, channel music through, because I felt comfort through the sounds that this instrument was vibrating against my cells, dude. It literally aligned my energy and helped me truly shed a lot of fear and a lot of like pain that I've had in the past through noise. It's so wild, dude. I'm going through so much, Dylan. It's been this has been such a pleasure to be able to actually do this today. You know what I mean? Like, just to show up and declare to the universe and God that, like, hey, man, like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. I can get a job anywhere making less than $18 an hour, 20